So, welcome, fellow Harley Benton enthusiasts. This is my series about Harley Benton guitars. Oh my god, I don't know how much they are. How much is this puppy? 169, 179, something like that. Whatever is correct, you will find down here. These are, of course, made in China. And if you want to know everything about the guitars and everything there is to know about THOMANN, how ugly am I in a polo shirt, seriously. But hey, gift horse, something about the mouth, don't look in it, and don't eat the teeth. I don't know, something about that there. Crazy cheap, and usually on a beginner's instrument, and they're not beginner's instrument. They feel mature, they feel like much more expensive instruments. But usually you ask yourself, are the frets sticking out and hurting you? How high is the action? Is it tunable? Everything else, you know, kids who buy these like the optics. Most kids come with a black metal guitar in my lessons because that's what they pick, and I say, oh my god, a black guitar. You will see every little fingerprint on it. But you never really ask, well, how good of a Tele is it? Because you just don't expect guitars in that price range to actually portray the type of guitar that it is shaped as. And this is the very special thing with these Harley Benton guitars. They are actually really good representations of their type. Now this is a standard classic Tele with 2 single coils, 3-way pickup switch, volume and tone. The special thing about it is obviously that it can be used for porn. No, this is a completely Pearloid, not just the pickguard, but the whole guitar and even the matching headstock, and even the truss rod cover. If you can see that right there, the truss rod cover is also Pearloid. Pearloid. I don't know. Crazy. It's definitely a guitar. Is it? I mean, the question is who likes this design. Everyone that came through the studio while it was standing here, there's like some people that totally love it, and some people go like, yeah, no way. So there's definitely two kind of factions. Is this the design for the country world? Don't know. But I didn't produce a country track for this guitar because I didn't really feel that it is this type of guitar. But I'm thinking if you like in a modern, you know, pop rock band, play music like a Pink or whatever, something like that, or even, you know, slightly punkish but still kind of polished, I think for stage, for a show, just use this for 1 or 2 tracks. Your audience will remember you. It'll be burned into their minds. Hey, he had that cool guitar. So this is definitely a great guitar for 1 or 2 songs, just for show. Okay, it's under $200. It plays beautifully. The neck is not polished. No, not painted. It's not covered in lacquer. And what is very nice, there's actually a little bump right here. That is where usually a neck will break. I'm doing this, sorry. But there's a little bump right here. If you can see that in this, can you see it in this camera? Can you see the little bump? Probably not. Well, hopefully you can. Reinforced neck headstock transitional area, we call it. Yeah, it plays nicely. It comes set up perfectly. 3-year THOMANN warranty. So if something does break and you're worried about in that price range something doesn't work, for 3 years they will replace it if a pickup malfunctions or the jack or something like that. Great. So let's check out the setup. Boink. Okay, and here's the setup. Here's the Mogami cable that the guitar is going through, and it's going into some sort of drive. Depending on the guitar, I'm going to show you a picture right here. Okay, those are the pedals we're using. They're being powered with the Carl Martin Pro Power. That is then going, that's of course, you know, tuner. That is going into the, right there, Strymon Brigadier analog delay, and then into the Sir Badger. In the effects loop of the Sir Badger, we got the Strymon Big Sky. Let me show you those guys. That is going into the 112 cab. That's a warehouse speaker, a Veteran 30. They're being mic'd with an MB75 from THOMANN. It's an, SM57 copy, and it's a very good one. You can find the link under the video. And the SCT-2000 tube mic. Very, very cool. And I am speaking in another tube mic from the t.Bone, which is this. It's called the Retro Tube 2. And those are the cases for them. Crazy good. They're going into those power supplies where you can also switch the different pickup patterns. Then they're going into the Universal Audio 4710D preamp. And that's going into the Fireface 800, which is going into the computer. The AD is handled by the Universal Audio. It's just going light pipe into the computer. And that is pretty much it. Back to me now. Welcome back, me drinking again. So, in the place for a drive, we have the T-Rex dual drive. It's THOMANN's 60th anniversary. It's nice because it gives me two different drive settings. MXR Dyna Comp, we use the amp, the Strymon, and that stuff. So we just go into the front position and play some clean stuff. It's straight into the amp, nothing else. And back. But when you do the country type stuff, you usually would go and do something with a compressor. So we're going to kick in an MXR Dyna Comp relatively hard. And some spraying. Going from a G with an A in the bass to an E with an A in the bass, that just's not happening. We're gonna repeat this. Do hybrid picking. I really messed up my fingers doing the track for the Rosewood Tele. Link at the end of this video. Forgot to say, if you want to buy any of this shit, whatever you saw in the video, but especially this guitar, please use my link. I get some rewards points. So just be kind, use the link. Compression off, let's kick in the dual drive, T-Rex. There's your Tele do it, but we're gonna start in the front. neat. Let's kick it directly into the amp. Works for me, very precise, very defined, on the dot. That's the Tele sound. I wouldn't necessarily want to do that with a Strat, but with the Tele, the back pickup really just like punches you, has the bite to go through a mix, but still somehow is fat. So not really what I would think of a single coil, but it somehow is. What's left to do? Let's look at some delay, reverb, and a little bit of solo overdrive. More. We're gonna switch to B on the dual drive. But you of course want to hear that in kind of, you want to hear it in a track, in context, not me noodling, not knowing what I'm doing with, messed up fingers. So here's a blues track for you with this guitar, and you can download the track underneath. The backing track, yes, for you to download underneath. You're welcome. That's really all there is to say. It looks, as they say in French, kick-ass! It is absolutely affordable. It's under €200. Nice mother of pearl, either they're fake or whatever, I don't care, mother of pearl looking inlays, Wilkinson pickups, Wilkinson bridge, beautiful paint job. Comes equipped, all the Harley Bentons come equipped with D'Addario strings. This puppy's got 10s, the Strat, and the other Tele has 9s. The Les Paul types, I think, have 10s again, something like this, but they say that on the website. If you're interested, please use my link. And right now at the end, you will see links to the other videos in case you're interested to hear more. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Yeah, do that. Do the subscribe thing.